All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a lesson going into the M.O.B. All right, and you should already know what the M.O.B. is. Of course, it is indeed, the microchip. All right, but the spirit, all right, of the earth, all right, is pointing towards, the time of the Lord's judgment. Okay, and during this time, it's going to be a time like no other. But there's going to be a deciding factor in this time on whether you serve the Lord or whether you serve the beast and Satan. All right, which the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan is Esau. All right, there's going to become a deciding factor, and that deciding factor is when this devil makes the microchip or the M.O.B. mandatory. All right, and there's an article. Okay, and before I read this article, I just want to make one point that just recently, they were saying that there's shortages on microchips. There's shortages. All right, but this new article just came out, said, I'm gonna read it. It says Google researchers show artificial intelligence can design microchips better and faster than humans. All right, and this was posted on June 13th, which was on a Sunday. All right, so it says that artificial intelligence can design microchips better and faster than humans. So what does this mean? It means that since there's a shortage of microchips, all right, and Esau has the technology, all right, to create these things, all right, efficiently, that means there's going to be a boom in microchips, and you already know what Esau is going to do with that. All right, there's going to be a boom in developing the M.O.B. All right, the implantable biotech micro chip, all right, that he wants to put in your right hand or in your forehead. And this is all according to biblical prophecy. This lets you know that we are at the end of the world. Okay, not the destruction of the earth, but we're at the end of this man's rulership, Esau, Edom, and also the rulership of all the heathens. All right, he is going to be the last heathen to rule before the Lord sets up the kingdom of heaven on earth for eternity. All right, so the M.O.B. is a sign to let you know that we are at the end, and we're approaching the time of the Lord's great destruction. Because those that receive the M.O.B., all right, that submit to this devil, all right, there are going to be consequences for that. It tells you that in the book of Revelations. So I want to get another precept. Well, my first precept, Salakia. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so the Lord gave us the eye salve, speaking of those of the hopeful elect. All right, the Lord commanded us to watch the times and to measure it diligently. And how are we measuring the times? According to the events that the Lord said would take place before his return. All right, and all the events that are taking place in the earth are lining up with what the scriptures say that will happen, especially the microchip. All right, and he is pushing that hard. He already has the infrastructure set up. All right, everything, being cashless, All right, and also the medical. He has all these different legislations passed. All right, because the CHIP is also going to operate under the medical term also, not just the financial side. Okay, it's also going to have your medical information on it also as well. But the scriptures say we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, so we see, all right, this devil's every move, and that's why everything that comes out concerning, prophecy, you have the men of the Lord reporting on it. All right, so we're definitely not ignorant to what this devil is doing. All right, because the Lord opened our eyes and showed us the mysteries. All right, I want to get another precept. This is Romans chapter 14 and 11. For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord. Salakia, that's the wrong precept. Salakia. I'm looking for another one. Where the Lord has preserved let me see if I can do a quick word search. Here it is, Romans 11 and 4. It says, but what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. All right, and that number 7 is a spiritual number. All right, it means completion. All right, so the Lord has a complete amount, all right, of Israelites, which will be the 1/3 in these times that will not bow the knee to the image of Baal, all right, to the image of the beast. And the image of the beast is going into, this devil's philosophies, all right, transhumanism, do as thy wilt, all right, all these different satanic things of the world that this devil is pushing. All right, the elect is not going to bow down to that image and worship the image like these people in the world are doing. All right, and these people don't even know that they worship the image of the beast. All right, but these people that worship the image of the beast are also going to receive, all right, the mark of the beast, which is a physical one. All right, and that's why you see these people getting jabbed all the way up. All right, because these people worship the image of the beast. All right, but those that are in the know, all right, have been warned through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, not to not to receive these things offered unto us by the devil. Now you have people in the world, all right, that are privy, all right, about the M.O.B. and the jab, all right, but they don't have the 100% truth. All right, you got Edomites that are aware that America is Babylon the Great, all right, but they don't have the 100% truth, because if they did, they will understand that they're not going to be able to be saved. All right, these different Bible thumping Edomite Christians. All right, but the Lord ultimately gave the true warning to his elect, and the elect are the ones that are going to actually take heed to the warning. 2/3 are going to hear the warning and not take heed. All right, so they're going to go on worshiping the beast and be destroyed, man. All right, because we can clearly see this devil is about to mass produce the M.O.B, man. All right, and the Lord is preparing his elect, all right, to endure in that time. And that's why brothers and sisters that are in the faith, all right, but mainly speaking to you brothers, all right, that's why the Lord is putting a lot of affliction on his servants and chastisements, all right, because the Lord is refining our spirit to be able to withstand in the evil day. All right, let me get Revelations. All right, we know Revelations 13 and 16 And he causeth all, both small and great, free and bond, rich and poor, roughly paraphrasing, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right. You also have Elon Musk developing, the neural sheath or the neural link. All right. And best believe this devil, he wants to roll these things out all at once. All right. With their great reset. All right. But in the midst of all Esau doing all these things, America's going to collapse. All right. This devil's whole power structure is going to slip through the cracks. All right. So this is Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, speaking of those that fear the Lord, which is the 1/3. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So the Lord is going to keep his elect from receiving the M.O.B. All right. Which is currently being, produced. All right. This devil is currently planning on getting you people in the earth, man. Especially you Israelites, you Jakes. All right. But the Lord said that, he was going to protect his, keep his elect from the hour of temptation. All right. When this devil makes it mandatory, you see, just like you see these people getting jabbed up, when you're going to see these people getting marked up. All right. And, but the elect is only going to witness these people do it. The elect is not going to partake, because the Lord is going to put the spirit on them to refuse it. All right. Even unto death, or being thrown in prison, casted in prison. All right. The Lord is still going to be with his servants. It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is going to be a trial period, but the elect has already been going through trials and tribulations. All right. So when this mighty trial, the trial that really counts, okay, the elect is going to pass with flying colors, because the Lord is going to put a heavy spirit on the elect to pass. Okay. And during this time is going to be a time of great tribulation. A lot of judgment is going to take place. A lot of people is going to be fearful and scared. All right. A lot of people is going to be dropping dead of famine. All right. But through all these things, the Lord is going to preserve his elect, man, for trusting in him and not trusting in the devil. All right. Now those, because people know, all right, your average everyday Joe knows about the M.O.B. All right. And every time they bring up the jab, the M.O.B. is always in the conversation, man. All right. So these people is not going to have an excuse. All right. From when they're getting burnt up in the missiles, man. All right. And that microchip device is being fried in their hand. All right. Or in their brain. They're not going to have an excuse. All right. Especially because the men of the Lord, starting off with the apostles and elders, have been pushing the M.O.B. being a microchip for the longest, man. All right. So really, it's through the prophets is the reason why that the M.O.B. is ringing. All right. And being spoken of now. Okay. It's really because the men of the Lord have been laboring for all these years, man. Let me get a quick precept and then I'll begin to close it out. This is Isaiah chapter 31 and 1. Well, actually, let me get Isaiah chapter 30 and 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children. All right. And the time we're entering is called Jacob's trouble. So it's going to be trouble for you Jacobites. All right. Which are now known as the Israelites, since the Lord changed Jacob's name to Israel. All right. So it's going to be trouble for you Jakes, you Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, natives, Seminole Indians. All right. The Lord said, woe unto you. Woe meaning destruction. All right. Woe to the rebellious children. That word rebel goes into back to war, because our people is warring against the Lord by disobeying him blatantly and adding iniquity upon, transgressing the laws, all right, without remorse. All right, without repentance. So it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. Yeah, these people, they take counsel of E. That's why they trust in science. They trust whatever this damn devil tells you on the news. All right, whatever they stuff down your throat. All right, all these different news channels saying the same propaganda. They trust in that. It says, but not of me, and that cover what they're covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So these people are covered with a covering, but it's not of the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's of the spirit of this wicked world. All right, and that's why these people are conformed to this world. They're going to be destroyed to this world, with this world. All right, verse 2, it says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. Yeah, so our people, they're going to go down to E for help. All right, they're going to look to E for answers. All right, instead of coming to the men of the Lord, which has the words pertaining unto life. All right, and the cold thing about it is these people, they're going to go to E and they still going to be getting judged. These people, they're going to take the M.O.B. just so they can eat, and they're still going to die of famine. And then they're going to see the men of the Lord looking healthy, shining. All right, they're going to remember the prophets, Ezekiel 33 and 33. All right, it says, that walk to go down to Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's what our people, 2/3 of our people are doing. They're trusting in the shadow of Egypt. All right, that's why, you know, they're not going to ask no type of questions of what's in the jab. They're just going to take it just so things can go back to normal, so they can continue living in wickedness in peace. You know, verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Yeah, because you're still going to be destroyed. And on top of that, this devil E is going to show his horns that he really hates you still. All right, when he's throwing y'all niggas in the FEMA camps and torturing you, man. All right, then you're going to look towards the Lord and try to seek out the prophets. But it's going to be too late for you Jakes, man, that refuse the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, because the hour of temptation is coming, and there's going to come a point where, all right, you're going to have to choose a side. And the scriptures say that he that loses his life shall save it, and he that seeketh to save his life shall lose it. All right, so the men of the Lord, hey, whatever happens, you know, the men of the Lord is not going to conform to this devil. All right, and the scriptures say, strive for the truth and the death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. All right, there's also going to be men that's not going to taste of death, that are going to refuse the mark of the beast, and the Lord is going to be with them, man. All right, but as for those, you know, that are running hastily to get these different things offered in the idols just so they can eat a bologna sandwich and some chips, all right, or just so they can have a comfort, or they don't want to get thrown in the FEMA camp, so they want to conform with E to try to save their life, they're going to be destroyed in nuclear fire, man. All right, because if you take the M.O.B., that's a one-way ticket to excruciating and gruesome death. All right, you rather take your chances starving to death than take the M.O.B., which is a sure as hell ticket to destruction, man. All right, that's why we have to pray that the Lord, you know, keep his spirit on us, and pray that the Lord keeps us from the hour of temptation. All right, because ultimately is of the Lord if anybody takes it or not. Okay, so, you know, I pray that this lesson be edifying. Hey, we're close, man. He's about to do a boom in microchips, because they have a robot that's able to make it faster and better than humans. So all he has to do is program it and start mass producing, and you already know what they're gonna mass produce it for. All right, for prophecy to Revelations 13 and 16 to be fulfilled. But then once they make it mandatory, that's when the Lord is going to send his only begotten son to deliver the elect, and allow those missiles to be let off on America and other parts of the earth. All right, then the kingdom of heaven will be established. All right, so we want this chip to come. All right, at the same time, we want the Lord to protect us, to deliver us. Okay, All right, to cover us with His covering. All right, for the Lord to protect us with His right hand, which is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. So with that being said, I want to say Call Halal Yahweh Shema Shai by Shemar Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Keep fighting, keep striving. We almost out of here. Shalom and a ball.